Good morning, class ninth. So, yesterday I discussed with you a kind of eukaryotic cell, and in that I first explained you about the animal cell. Now I'll discuss with you a plant cell, and we will see what are the differences in both the cells. See, basically, in plant cell, what you find there, structure, they have a well defined structures. You can find that they are going to be in any of the shapes. They can be pentagon, they can be hexagon, they can be in rectangular shape. So basically the plant cells have a shape. And why these have a shape? Because they have some extra layer present in their cells, and that extra layer is known as cell wall. You can see this cell wall is made up of cellulose, which is a kind of a polysaccharide, basically a kind of sugar. So this extra layer is present here, which gives it firmity, which gives it a shape, which gives it a rigidity. Okay, so this is the outermost layer present in the plant cell, and that is not present in the animal cell. Then the second layer which is present here, which is basically cell membrane. Function of cell membrane, you know well that it is actually present to separate the components. Then some structures are similar, so I'm not going to tell you again. See, nucleus, they have a well defined nucleus. Nucleus is present, nucleolus is present, nuclear membrane is present. Okay, other than that, it has cytoplasm function is same. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, both have same function in the plant cells also. Ribosomes, these are present for the protein synthesis, same. Golgi apparatus, these are for secretion purposes. Oils and gums are basically secreted here by the Golgi apparatus. Then lysosome, these have same function, these digest the materials. Mitochondria, these are also present in the plant cells, and their function is respiration again. Microtubules, providing extra strength. Okay, then granules, these granules can be of oil granules or protein granules, whatever the substances are present, or the starch granules. Other kinds of the substances can be stored in the form of granules, and these you will find these are floating in the cytoplasm. Okay, so this is the same structure. Peroxisome, same function. Hydrogen peroxide is going to be converted into less harmful water and oxygen. And intermediate filaments, these are the same like the tubules. Then you will find here that some structures are different. See, the vacuole, this vacuole is basically larger in size, and in plant cells vacuoles range from 1 to 2. These are enough because these are larger in size, so these can store a large amount of water and minerals. Okay, so due to the large vacuoles, you will see one more difference will appear here, that in plant cell the nucleus is shifted towards the side of the cell. You will never find it in center. Like in animal cell, you might have seen that it was present in the center, but in plant cell, nucleus is always found in the corner of the cell due to the presence of a large vacuole. Okay, function of vacuole, storing water and minerals. This vacuole has this outermost covering or a membrane. This membrane is known as tonoplast. Okay, tonoplast is the outermost membrane of the vacuole, and its function is to cover up the vacuole. Whatever is present inside the vacuole, it will be protected by the tonoplast. Okay, then you will find some more structures here, that is chloroplast. Chloroplast is not present in animal cell. Have you seen that? Chloroplast is a kind of a plastid. Okay, plastids are basically some kind of the cell organelles which have different kind of the pigments present in them. Pigments or the colorful substances are present, and due to the presence of such kind of the substances, plastids can be of different types. These are chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Okay, leucoplast, leucoplast. Okay, so these plastids are present in the plant cells and each has different function. Chloroplast, because it has a pigment chlorophyll, thus its function is to perform the photosynthesis. Chromoplast, chromo, as the word suggests, it is related to color. So basically it is present in the parts of the plant where color is going to be imparted, like in the flowers or the fruits. Okay, so its function is to impart the color. And then leucoplast, as the name suggests, leuco means white or colorless. These are the colorless plastids which help in storing the substances. These help in storing proteins or fats, or proteins, fats, and starch. Okay, so depending upon that, these are of different types. Okay, so leucoplast help in storing the food synthesized by the plant, and that is chlorophyll. You will find here amyloplast. Amyloplast is a kind of leucoplast which stores the starch. That is, glucose is going to be synthesized by the chloroplast, and once it is converted into starch, then amyloplast will store the starch as a food. Okay, so this is a plant cell, a general structure. Let's see a more beautiful structure, and with more different kinds of the cell organelles, maybe some other cell organelles you can find here. Nucleus, same. Nuclear pore, basically the nucleus is, you will find it is being means its boundaries, you will find that these are some gaps are present. So basically these are the nuclear pore. It can allow movement of some of the substances which fit into the diameter of the nuclear pore. So a function of nuclear pore is to carry any substance which can be required in the nucleus. So it is there. Nuclear envelope, I told you. Nucleoplasm, the fluid present here. Nucleolus, it is the controlling center. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Cytoplasm, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes. Cytoskeletons are the microtubules, as I told you. Then cell membrane, vacuole is present. Then plasmodesmata. Is actually, these are the, like the cell wall is having some spaces, some pore kind, some hole kind of structures or pores are present here, and these are known as plasmodesmata. These help in the movement of the substances to outside the cell, and if anything is required, it can get inside the cell through the plasmodesmata. Okay, then chloroplast, photosynthesis, mitochondria, respiration, vesicles, movement of the substances, Golgi apparatus, packing and transporting the substances, lysosome, digestion of substances, peroxisome, conversion of hydrogen peroxide to less harmful forms. So this is the general structure of the a plant cell, which you can I think it is clear now. Now this structure basically I took just for your homework purposes. So if you don't find any neat and clean diagram, you can use the structure as I gave you homework to draw a diagram. So here you will find all the structures are similar which I told you, and the structure is neat and clean also. You must draw this. Okay, so now this the topic is completed. Eukaryotic cell, plant cell we have discussed, animal cell we have discussed functions of different cell organelles. Now tomorrow I'll teach you few things which are different in plant and animal cell. That is basically the difference between plant and animal cell. I'll discuss with you tomorrow. Thank you, class.